Hello friends, welcome back to Hyper Games. My name is Joseph and today on PlayStation News, what are the most viewed games from the state of play? What does the media think about PSVR 2? The Call of Duty battle gets heated, a huge recap from Tokyo Game Show news, and more. Let's get into them. The most viewed trailers from the recent state of play. Sony had a good state of play on Tuesday showing upcoming games for PS4, PS5 and PSVR 2. According to the stats on the PlayStation YouTube channel as of the time of recording, the top 3 most viewed trailers are God of War Ragnarok with almost 4.2 million when adding the views with the audio description version. This is followed by Tekken 8 with 1.5 million and Rise of the Ronin with 1.4 million. These are also the most liked trailers, but if we take into account the like-dislike ratio, Like a Dragon takes the third spot from Rise of the Ronin. At the bottom of the presentation are the Demio trailer, PlayStation Stars, and Scene Duality. PlayStation Stars is second in the most disliked trailers following Hogwarts Legacy, but the worst ratio is for the loyalty program. It's weird they had to show that there. Do you agree with this? Which were your favorites? Comment below or vote on our poll in the community tab. Uncharted Legacy of Thieves release date announced for PC. Sony has released a new trailer for the Uncharted Legacy of Thieves PC version that has been missing in action since the PS5 version released in January. The pre-order trailer shows how you'll be able to experience both Fortune Hunter adventures with ultra widescreen, 4K resolution, variable frame rate, and DualSense support. It launches on October 19 as it leaked earlier this week on Steam and Epic Store. Pre-order links are in the description, and if you pick it up from Epic Store, you can support the channel by using the code GETHYPE. If instead you're enjoying the PS5 version, you can now play it with variable refresh rate enabled after the most recent update, provided you have a capable TV. Previews for PSVR 2 say it's great. With the Tokyo Game Show this week, people in Japan are going to be able to try out the new VR device for PS5, and before that Sony invited the media to try it out. This is what they had to say. Ben Lang from Road to VR was quite impressed with what he has seen from PSVR 2 both from a features and performance standpoint. He would love to see a few tweaks before it hits the market, but he had no doubt that PSVR 2 combined with the power of PS5 is a genuine generational step forward for VR on PlayStation while offering a few lessons for the rest of the VR market. The only question is the price. Bo Moore from IGN said that PSVR 2 feels like a modern entry into the VR landscape with top-notch visual fidelity and comfortable ergonomics. Its haptics and adaptive triggers, if implemented well, will be a welcome addition to the immersive experience. He did question the price considering recent inflation rates and the number of launch games to make the investment worthy, although he cited Horizon Call of the Mountain as one of the games that may help in that regard. Eurogamer's Ian Hickton said he was supremely impressed with PSVR 2 as it really is a huge step forward for PSVR in general, but as a simple to use, easy to wear piece of hardware that he can see it being a huge hit with VR fans new and old. He also highlighted the visual quality leap from PSVR 1 to PSVR 2 similar to going from PS2 to PS3. It seems it's gonna be a huge improvement, but we'll have to wait and see on the price, and considering they raised the PS5 price, there's gotta be some concern. And software is gonna be a concern as well, both at launch and during its lifetime. Are you looking forward to PSVR 2? Let us know in the comments. David Harbour is joining the Gran Turismo movie. Stranger Things David Harbour is joining the Gran Turismo movie from Sony Pictures and PlayStation Productions, directed by Neil Blomkamp from District 9 fame. The movie is based on a true story where a teenager's gaming skills have him winning a series of Nissan competitions in the game to become a professional race car driver. Harbour will be playing a retired driver who teaches the teen to drive. The movie is scheduled to launch on August 11, 2023. Deathloop is no longer exclusive, but it will get a new update. Bethesda's one-year exclusivity deal for Deathloop on PS5 is now over, and the game will be launching on Xbox and Game Pass alongside the game joining PlayStation Plus Extra Deluxe and Premium this September 20. Arcane and Bethesda will also launch the Golden Loop update for free on all platforms on the same day. This update includes crossplay across PSN, Xbox, Steam, Epic, and the Microsoft PC platform, plus new abilities, upgrades, weapons, enemies, and more. It's a win-win for everyone and all users can play the game together while in their respective subscription services or by purchasing it. Did you play it when it launched or are you jumping on it for the first time? Sound off in the comments below. The Call of Duty battle between Sony and Microsoft gets heated. The Microsoft Activision merger and Sony's drama over Call of Duty continue as the UK CMA moves ahead with the second phase of its investigation over the concerns of a substantial lessening of competition within a market or markets in the UK. Microsoft was provided with a 5 business day timeframe to provide evidence against their concerns, but the Redmond company chose not to present any, leading to the start of the Phase 2 probe. Sony has provided a new public response to GameIndustry.biz after PlayStation President Jim Ryan said the Microsoft deal offered in January was inadequate on many levels. They said that by giving Microsoft control of Activision games like Call of Duty, the deal would have major negative implications for gamers and the future of the gaming industry. The Japanese company wants to guarantee PlayStation gamers continue to have the highest quality gaming experience and appreciate CMA's focus on protecting gamers. After that, Microsoft replied back saying that it makes zero business sense for Microsoft to remove Call of Duty from PlayStation given its market-leading console position. So the battle continues. Sony is not willing to let go of a publisher they are one of the top customers from and are going public with their dislike of the deal as part of a bet to hope the deal doesn't go through and risking any goodwill Microsoft may have really had. I recommend you to check out an amazing video from Hoeg Law where he talks about this news with all the legal optics. Link is in the description. Speaking of Call of Duty, a recap of the Call of Duty next event. Activision presented the future of Call of Duty today with a stream showcasing several announcements. First, a new Modern Warfare 2 trailer was shown highlighting multiplayer, including features like swimming and aquatic combat, diving and ledge hanging, dynamic destruction and new vehicle interactions, enhancements to gunsmith customization, new upgrades, new maps, modes, and a lot more. You can try some of that in the exclusive beta weekend for PlayStation users starting today. Anyone who pre-orders Modern Warfare 2 from the PlayStation Store gets an exclusive Oni operator. I don't know how you make this and not tie it with Ghost of Tsushima. Continuing with the event recap, Call of Duty Warzone 2 was revealed, taking place on the biggest map ever for the franchise with lots of areas to explore. It shares the key features from Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer and some new for Battle Royale like circles collapsing in multiple directions, 2v2 gulag fights where you are forced to team with a stranger, and more. Both games will feature cross-progression across them and the newly announced Call of Duty Warzone for mobile. Now let's get into Tokyo Game Show news with a recap from the Capcom online program. Capcom held their Tokyo Game Show event today and these are the announcements. They provided a new look at the Winter's expansion for Resident Evil Village. The new story DLC Shadows of Rose take place 16 years after the game as Ethan's daughter fights in the realm of the Megamycete. Rose can only carry a gun, a bit of ammo and a first aid kit, as she also can use her powers against enemies. Rounding up the DLC is the third-person mode for the main campaign, adding a new way to experience the game, and the additional content for mercenaries with new maps and characters such as Chris Redfield and Lady Dimitrescu. They didn't show Resident Evil 4, but there's good news for PS4 players as the game will launch on the platform alongside PS5. There will be a Resident Evil showcase next month with more on the remake that launches on March 24th next year. Exoprimal had a couple of new trailers showing the cast of characters that are part of your squad known as the Hammerheads, plus the different exosuits you can use and enemies in the game. It's still scheduled for 2023. Mega Man Battle Network Legacy Collection, a remaster of all the GBA games in the series, arrives on PS4 in 2023. The game will have online features including online battle and chip trading. There was a huge info blowout on Street Fighter 6 showing 4 characters, Honda, Ken, Blanca and Dalsim. The game has a mode called Battle where you can add some fun rules to the game. They expanded on the World Tour, an immersive story where you can create your own avatar and roam around Metro City picking fights, training with characters like Luke, and looking for secrets. The Battle Hub is your online ground. It reminded me of PlayStation Home. Here you can chat with other players, matchmake for online battles, or go to the arcade cabinets where you can play some of the classic Street Fighter games within Street Fighter 6. A closed beta test will be running from October 7 to 10 on PS5 and is crossplay enabled with our Xbox and Steam peers. A quickfire of Tokyo Game Show news. Hideo Kojima is up to something as a teaser image of a woman with a text saying "Who am I?" has appeared on the Kojima Productions website. A fan cracked the teaser revealing the actor was Elle Fanning, who worked in Maleficent and The Great. The teaser could be tied to Death Stranding 2, Overdose, or the Xbox game, but we'll have to wait as the studio won't have any announcements at TGS. Sega has announced 2 more Yakuza games besides Like a Dragon Ishin in the State of Play. Like a Dragon Gaiden, The Man Who Erased His Name will follow the events of Yakuza 6, and there's Like a Dragon 8 as a full sequel. If you notice, they don't carry the Yakuza name, as Sega has opted for dropping the name for the series and going with Like a Dragon moving forward. We don't know if Square plans to show more on Final Fantasy XVI, but a new artwork as part of the TES pamphlet suggests there's a chance we can see it. In the meantime, you can check the Valkyrie Elysium demo now out on the PlayStation Store. In related news, Square has announced that Platinum Games' Babylon's Fall will be shutting down on February 27, 2023, being playable for less than a year. Sable from Raw Fury, a game that has you exploring vast desert landscapes, will arrive on PS5 later this year, as well as the narrative adventure Southern Gothic. That one arrives on PS4 and PS5 on October 20. That game company has been away from PlayStation since Journey, having released Sky Children of the Light on Apple Arcade in 2019. The game finally arrives on PS4 and PS5 as a free-to-play game with crossplay between consoles and mobile. Persona 5 Royal is getting a new collector's edition on the Atlus store, priced at $120, and includes a steelbook case, tarot cards, art prints, and a lot more stuff. Stray is getting a physical edition for PS4 on November 8th for $40. It will come with 6 full-color art cards and a free PS5 upgrade. A PS5 version had already been announced, and that one ships on September 20th. They are all exclusive to the IAM 8-bit store. EA has announced they are teaming up with Koei Tecmo to develop the next great hunting game based in fantasy feudal Japan and published as part of the EA Originals. They will share more details later this month. And those are our PlayStation stories for today's supersized episode. How many times have you watched the God of War Ragnarok trailer? And what are your favorite news from TGS so far? Share your thoughts on any of the news below, let me know your feedback by liking or disliking this video, check out other videos you may enjoy while you're here, including a recap for the PlayStation State of Play, and consider subscribing for more on PlayStation. Thank you so much for watching, my name's Joseph, this is Hype for Games, and let's get hype!